the alkaline water is on point. If you can find that. Um, Other than that, you get some spring water. Then just get some water and get plenty of it. Long story short. Um, but the alkaline water is definitely by far and above the best water. And if you could get that, I would highly suggest you go out of your way to go get that, because it's definitely worth it. Um, Also, buy a pitcher for the crib, like a water pitcher, so you can take the water out the tap, and then if you got a good decent if you got a decent water filter, um, because you know that's just key. All right, so third thing, fruits and vegetables. Fruits and vegetables. What that's really about. Eat as many fruits and vegetables as you can, of course. Um, if you eat a variety of fruits and vegetables, chances are you know you're giving your body what it needs. You don't have to sit back and eat salad all day and all that. Because another key theme that you're gonna see when it comes to health is proportion. It's not about necessarily what you eat, even though that's important, but it's also about how much you eat of each individual component. Like how much meat are you eating? How much of a pasta are you eating, or a vegetable are you eating? And most of the time, that's what's in balance. You have a big fat 32-ounce, 48-ounce steak on your plate, and you got three little broccoli cubes. You know what I'm saying? That's not balanced right there. It should be the other way around. And you should have a little bit of steak with a big thing of broccoli around it. Um, so which leads me to my next point, which is it's all about getting vegetables in a way that you can process it, in a way that you can in a way that you can do it, in a way that you can eat vegetables. But see, and another thing about vegetables is really, um, the soil has been depleted of so many of its vitamins and minerals by like industry, that a lot of the vegetables we get now aren't really even all that nutritious. Um, so I mean, they're better. Again, they're better than eating some kind of steak or whatever, but they're still not giving you the kind of nutrients that you think you're getting. Um, so what I would definitely suggest is fruits are good, vegetables are good. Maybe getting a green vegetable powder would be good, um, because that way you can incorporate it like maybe into some shakes or something. But um, they're key. Fruits and vegetables are key. And if you get something green, that's even better. That's why your leafy greens are so good for you. And the reason that is because of the photosynthesis process. You know that is the vegetable that is closest to the energy of the sun because of its green, if it's green color, um, which is the grass is green, the trees are green, and see, don't think that humans can't eat grass or leaves or anything. And so what I'm saying is that if times really get tough and there's nothing but grass, you can eat grass. You just can't digest grass. So what you would do is if you were really hungry, and you can because it's extremely nutritious, and I'm gonna demonstrate that to you. If you put some grass in your mouth and you chew it, the saliva in your mouth will automatically start to release the chemicals needed to break the grass down, and you will be able to extract the nutritional value from that grass just by chewing on it in your mouth. You don't have to swallow it. Um, you're not really supposed to swallow it because you don't have a digestive system for grass. But anyway, I'm getting off topic. But point is, fruits and vegetables. If you get a colorful variety and you do at least one serving of fruit a day, get some fruits in you, get some vegetables in you, you're doing good. And get some vegetable powder because that's an easy way to do it. It's an easy way to do it. It's not easy eating a plate full of broccoli sometimes. Sometimes you just you can put some green powder in a shake or some yogurt, and or like a or whatever you want to put it into. Put that down. That's like you're serving the vegetables right there. All right. Next one is whole grains. Make sure anytime you can, you do whole grains. So that's like whole grain pasta, whole grain bread. Um, let me see, whole grain pasta, whole grain bread. They're better than the nutrient deprived alternatives. So brown rice is what you want. Anything white has been robbed of its nutrients. Um, so stay away from those if you can. The fifth is air. You know what I'm saying? Air. So let's go back to the breathing thing again. I doubled up on the breathing because the breathing is just key and it's so easy. It literally takes 30 seconds. Okay, we're going to do a quick. Okay, So when I say deep breath, it's what you want to make sure that you do is you want to make sure you have your back straight again, because that's your spinal cord, which is kind of like your energy center. So you want to make sure all that's lined up. You want to breathe all the breath out of your body, and then when you breathe in, you want to breathe in slowly, and you want to breathe in from the bottom of your abdomen. You want to breathe in from the bottom of your abdomen and breathe all the way up through your rib cage, through your diaphragm, all the way up into your face. That's what you go. See how you just everything just expands. And here's another little a little tidbit for you is that you see, okay, if you have asthma, and you take the inhaler, what the inhaler does is it expands your lung capacity. But it uses a steroid to inject into your lungs to increase your lung capacity. What breathing naturally, you saw what I just did with the deep breath. My lung capacity just increased just on its own. And that's what it does. It will naturally, deep breathing naturally increases your lung capacity. So what I'm saying is that you will be very successful in getting rid of your asthma if you breathe deeper on a more consistent basis. Long story short. And with just, I'm gonna keep this all the way real. Just with the deep breathing, the stretching, a lot of water, not even messing with the diet yet. Keep eating what you eating. Water, more high quality water, the alkaline water if you can get it, more deep breathing, and more stretching. Just those three things alone, you will see significant health improvements. You will get rid of stuff you've always had that you couldn't figure out why you had, physical pain, even of some of the more serious diseases. As a matter of fact, there was just an article about Bill Clinton, and he cured his diabetes. I might be getting the details wrong. You can Google it though. He cured his diabetes by switching his diet up with the basic things we're talking about right now that we'll get into. Matter of fact, let's just keep getting into it. But the point is, you can see significant changes with this stuff because it's what the body is based on. It's how the body functions. Okay, so you just setting the body up for success. That's all. You just throwing the alley-oop. The body it's gonna do that every time. That's what the body does. All right. He did it with almond milk, by the way, which we're gonna get into. What we're gonna get into? Well, I will get into it in the milk section, which is right next. Okay, so number 6, cut down on meat, sugar, salts, and dairy, and in reality, all processed food. Now I know that's a lot right there. This is the main thing for a lot of people, but I won't say take it all the way out, but everything in moderation. Everything in moderation. And not only that, but if you're going to do meat, there's degrees of meat. You know, some are going to be hella bad for you, some are going to be a little less bad for you. Don't go to the pork. The pork is like the pork and the chitlins and stuff like that. That is not good. Down a little bit lower, you know, you got your red meats. Down a little bit lower, you may get into the chicken, but the chicken has been so abused in this society about it's just, the chicken is terrible now too. But then even below that, then you get into your fish, but then the fish is not. The point is there's a problem with everything. So you got to do this. You got to do this in degrees. You're not going to be able to avoid everything. So you got to do it in degrees. So stay away from the meat if you can. You're not even really supposed to be eating meat. It's not even built for your digestive system. It's not right on any kind of moral level. You wouldn't like it if another entity came down and mobbed on you and your family for a breakfast treat. You wouldn't like that. So it's not supposed to do it. Sugar, refined sugar is just like the devil. Okay, so refined sugar is the devil. You got to leave that alone. Brown sugar is a little bit better, but I think I don't even really think it's that much better because I think it's just like white sugar with like in molasses or something like that. You gotta get the raw cane sugar straight from nature. That's another theme that we haven't really got into yet, and that is nature is the best medicine and the best food. Mother Nature got it all, hands down.